tonight we've got Mark Emerson doing his fantastic Facebook marketing. I think from the last couple of ones that you've done, Mark, we've had some fantastic responses, and I've noticed there's a lot of people putting memes up now, and which is all good. You know, it's all helping, and it's getting people thinking along those lines. It's just one of those things. It's a habit that you've got to develop and get used to. So we've got Mark's webinar starting now, and we've got. Well, you reckon it's going to be probably tops an hour. So, guys, if you can earmark at roughly an hour, it is being recorded, by the way. So if you can't listen to it all the way through, you can you can watch it later on. And the other thing is, get your pens ready because there might be some notes to take. And I'll hand it over to you, Mark. Take it away.
Thank you very much. You love that. You just.
I was just waiting for that. Hang on. Do I transfer the controls to you?
Yes, please. Give me the screen.
All right. I'll just turn my camera off then, because you don't need to see me.
Okay.
Okay. Right. And by the way, Mark, if I switch my mic off, because we've got a dog and sometimes it backs in the background, so if you don't hear from me, I'll every now and again come back on. Okay. So
if you can just keep an eye on the questions for me, Bill, because obviously
I will definitely.
That's
yeah.
I need.
Okay, I'm passing control on to you now.
Okay.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Going to make this worth your while this week. As always, want to give you some top-notch training. One thing I would say, the funny thing about it is, listen, I am not an expert in Facebook marketing. The fact of the matter is, I know more than most. But I still have my own mentors and I still have my own trainers. So when I'm not working with you guys, I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning listening, going back through notes and everything else. So effectively, you don't imagine that this is all cool and it's just I brought this from nowhere. I actually watch a lot of people. I listen to a lot of people, and that's how I manage to get the information across to you. So essentially, what I want to say to you is that this evening I want to try and make this as jam-packed as possible, and I want to go back over some real basic stuff, if you don't mind, just to run things through with you, just to get this right. So very simply, thank you for everybody who took attention last time. You started to use memes, you've started to use GIFs, you've started to get out there with now niche-based pages, you've started to be much more active. Awesome. And that's really the way that we've got to do it to make sure that we build our tribe. Now, essentially, I was listening to Eric Warren the other day, and he mentioned that in the past, the way that people used to generate all of their new business was really belly to belly, and the way they got their prospects was advertising in the newspaper. So all that's happened is as time goes on, the way that you reach your target audience changes. So you went from perhaps the newspaper, then you might have gone to TV or radio, and now we're on social media because it's where people spend their time. So very simply, in terms of speaking to my social media, the more people you can engage, the more people you can actually get involved with, the more people you can get to follow you, trust you, like you, watch what you're doing, hang on your every word, the more successful you will be. Does that make sense? That's a fairly simple concept that we've got. So what I would say to you is when you're looking to build your pages, and lots of you went to build your pages a few weeks ago and then you sort of rearranged them a bit. When you're looking to build your page, it needs either to be about you or it needs to be about something that you're interested in, which will draw other people in. If you're into trout fishing, you should really have a page about trout fishing. If you're into knitting, if you're into caring for the elderly, if you're into Labradors, if you're into paragliding, if you're into it doesn't matter what it is. If you build a page around that, one, you'll never get bored. Two, the people who come to your page, you have an instant affinity, an instant bond with these people. So it's much easier to communicate with them. And more importantly, what they will do is birds of a feather flock together. They'll bring more and more people to your page. Does that make sense? If you build a page and you call it Economize, doing this, doing that, Economize, the greatest business on earth, networking gone mad and everything else, people, unless they're interested in Economize, aren't necessarily going to come and like you. There are lots of other people doing the same thing. You need to be different, okay? You need to be different. What was quite good this week is I saw quite a few people doing lives. Now, if you can do lives, it gives you a big edge, because one of the things that Facebook likes is video. It's the most interactive medium that they have on social media. When you start to post videos, they'll promote it more for you. And when you start to post lives, they'll really push it out for you. Let me just give you an example of how videos work. This is a page that I manage, which I've showed you before, which is called Giveaways for Girls. And I'm going to show you a couple of concepts on this page. I put a post on here at 7:30. Now imagine I write this post as a woman who likes drinking, all right, and who likes competitions. I step into someone else's shoes, all right? So this post here, 3 cases of Prosecco, 3 hours to drink it, choose 3 friends to help, tag them below. We spoke before about tags. If you tag someone, it will immediately appear on their timeline. So they'll actually come and see what it's all about. So let's just see what's going on. We've reached, since 7:30, 6,132 people. We've got 71 likes, 26 shares, and 119 comments, which isn't too bad, okay? Which isn't too bad. And as I'm going to show you now, if I can, very briefly, if we look at all the previous comments, just going to show that quick hack that I showed you a couple of weeks back. As we scroll down here, if we click up here, where all the likes are, it will show you all the people who've liked the page. And you see here, Lynn has liked this post, but not the page. So if I go click, invite, I've now invited her to like the page. You're going to get between 15 and 30% of people that you do that to that will like your page. So if you can get really explosive posts like this, and look at all the tags in here, look at them all, look at them all. I'm going to have to go back and like all of these. You see, because Megan has taken the time to go onto my page, okay, and tag her friends. So the least I can do is press like. And all of a sudden she'll get, oh, Giveaways for Girls has liked your post. And it's like, oh, is that me? And people get interacting. When you start engaging with them and getting involved with them, and this is Amanda Lane Williams here, again, like, Giveaways for Girls. She'll probably come back and see what it's about. And that's another way to get likes. Now, I'm just going to show you a post. Now, this is slightly offensive, guys, so if I can, I'm going to go over this as quickly as possible. So just bear with me for a minute. Just bear with me. And when I say slightly offensive, I mean pretty offensive, actually. So just hang on one second. This is a video. Okay? Good. I've got it right out of the way. This is a video that I posted yesterday, which has got a bit of a saucy theme to it. Okay? Now, if you bear in mind the number of likes and shares I had up there, I had 7,000 people it had reached. Look at this. 14,000 people reached. 5,000 views. I've only got 27 likes, and I've only got 64 comments, and I've only got 27 shares. Nowhere near what I've got from the picture above, but look at the reach that it's given me. So 14,000 people have at least seen Giveaways for Girls. Does that make sense? So that's a really good way to do it. And again, anytime you can tag, that's what you want to do. So effectively, when we're looking to build our page, I've had several conversations with people this week who've got real passions. I spoke to one member who's got a passion for dogs. So they've launched a page about dogs because they're never bored. Got their own dogs that they can share on there. Spoke to another lady who's got a page about mums making ends meet. She's a mum and she knows what it's like to struggle. So it's easy to engage with these people. Once you're into your marketplace, what you can really do is you can get yourself involved and you get yourself people getting attracted to you. Law of attraction, karma, whatever you want to call it, what you give is what you get. Like-minded people always attract like-minded people. Okay? So, a couple of tricks just for making your post send out. This is a site called getemoji.com. Okay? Getemoji.com. On here, you can take one of these emojis, you can copy it, and you can paste it directly into your Facebook text. Makes your post stand out. So you've got more, you've got for faces, you've got for animals, you've got for bottles of beer, you've got for aeroplanes, you've got for cars, you've got everything in there. So sometimes drop those in, because as people are scrolling the timeline, anything that stands out will make them stop. This is another one here, fbfontchanger.com. As you know, Facebook doesn't really give you an awful lot of options when it comes down to fonts. So what you do here is you put in your font that you want. So let's put in here, this is a great tool. And then you click convert. And what it will do is it will take that font there, and you can see here, it's converted it into loads of different fonts here. So what you can do, again, is you can copy that. There's a little button that'll come up the side that says copy. There you go. You can copy that and you can post that directly into your timeline. So again, it's just these little things that help you stand out when you're in a sea of other posts, okay? If you've got an issue, if you've got a community where you've got like-minded people and you're providing content for like-minded people, they'll naturally be attracted to you. And to make yourself stand out just a little bit more, just do odd things. Pop the odd emoji in there. Get some videos in there. Get a different font in there and everything else. Again, I had a lady today who said to me, Mark, what can I do for finding viral content? I said to her, listen, video is always a good one. I've just shown you why. Video gets much more exposure if you upload it directly to Facebook. All right. So the easiest way to do it is if you go onto a page that's already got some videos, or easier still, if you go onto YouTube. Okay, and you just put your subject in there. So let's imagine you have got cute kids. All right, you've got a page about mums, you've got a page about families, you've got a page about anything. If you search in here, let's see what we're going to get. Come on, YouTube. There we go. You can see here, and what we're looking for is how many times it's been viewed. So this one here, 5 funniest cute kids who called 911, which is the American number for 999. That's had 7 million views in 2 months. Do you think that would work? Do you think you'd get some traffic to that? So what we would do here is we go here, we take the URL from the top, and then we would just go to YouTube video downloader, something like that, video downloader. That will bring you up to a site here. There we go. That was just in Google, and all you do is you put the URL in there that we copied from the top, and then that will download that video onto your PC. So then you upload the video to YouTube. There you go. This is an MP4, 720, HD MP3, whichever way around you want it. It couldn't be simpler. So what you would do is you would take that video, you will upload it directly to your Facebook page. You will give credit to whoever made the video if it needs it, when you can find it, and then you just post it on your timeline. And you'll put something in there. Tag 3 friends whose kids are liable to do this. Tag 3 friends whose kids know what to do in an emergency. Doesn't matter. But you see, again, I'm asking for tags and I'm using video. So I'm going for a double viral element in that. Does that make sense? Excellent. Okay, as I said before, lives. Don't worry about live. I joke that I've got a face for radio. I'm a certified sales trainer, so I've stood up in front of 5,000, 10,000 people. I've played American football in front of crowds of 25,000 people. It's not a big deal to me. For some people it is. When you're making a live, either do it from your phone or your PC, and imagine you're talking to one person. You're talking to your best friend, and that's what really gets the impact, and that's what gets the shares. You know, people go, hi guys, I've got something really good to share with you. I want to tell everybody about this. Try not to do that. Hey, I just wanted to speak to you today specifically. I've got to share it with you. I've got to share it with you. I was at school today and I saw this little boy struggling, and this mum stopped the car, gave him a big hug, just wrapped him in his arms. I just think love conquers everything. And I just thought you might need to know that today. Share this with someone who needs a special touch today. That gives you a lot more impact. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
How are we doing, Abigail? Is everybody loving this?
Yeah, I'm sure they are, because there's no questions coming up. So I think they're all immersed in it. I mean, that Facebook font change is just a brilliant one. I really like that.
Listen, you know, there's all sorts of stuff out there, buddy. There's all sorts of stuff out there that you can use, excuse me, which people aren't aware of, but once you're in it and you're immersed in it, it'll come up all the time and it'll work for you, okay?
And you only have to do it once to try it out, and once you know you've done it, then it's kind of like hardwired into you, and you can do it again and again.
Absolutely. So, yeah, just put it into your bookmarks, and every now and again you just drop that into what you're doing, and you'll just see it make a massive difference for you. But I can't stress enough, video is really what you want to be going for, and also in terms of When you're putting things out there, tag as many people as you can, and lives really kick if you know what you're doing. So don't be one of these lunatics running around and blushing your hair and saying, oh no, wonderful and everything. Don't do that. Speak as though you're speaking to one person, the one person you have. Um,
Yeah.
that is really the way to do it. Eric Clapton has been out with the most amazing supermodels on earth. And
Mm.
when they ask some of these supermodels, why did you choose Eric Clapton? Because he isn't the best looking boy in the world. And he
Yeah.
said very simply, when I talk to them, I know how to make them feel like they're the only person in the room. And when they spoke
Yeah.
to him, they said, oh yeah, when I was with him, there was no one else. When I was with him, I felt like I was the only person on earth. So if you
Right.
can adopt that into your style, that's great, okay? In terms of other things you can do, as soon as someone likes one of your posts, like it back, comment on it. Hey, thanks so much for the like. All right. If you've got someone who posts something, you know, they're having a good day, a bad day, whatever, just drop it on comment in there. Just be a friend. Okay. Friend first, business second. All right. Listen, there's lots of people doing really well, posting all the time like, hey, who needs this? PM me. Hey, who wants this? PM. That's great. That's brilliant. And I'm really, really pleased with it. However, in terms of moving forward, that isn't going to keep happening because
Yeah.
your friend base is going to shrink and you're going to exhaust those people. What you need to be doing, you need to be attracting new people to you at all times. Okay. Now, very simply, when you're speaking to someone, and you're trying to offer them something, the thing that's going through their head is, what's in it for me? And if you just keep saying to people, hey, PM for this, who wants to join my team? There's nothing in it for them. It's all about you. We have to get away from that and stand in the other person's shoes. Okay? They did a study. They sent some students out to Euston Station in London. They gave them each £100 in £10 notes, and they said, right, see how quickly you can give those £10 notes away. Do you know what? And there was only one guy who managed to get rid of them all in 2 hours. People just were mistrustful of it. They just didn't trust. And more importantly, if
Yeah.
you keep putting links on there, hey, come and get this from me, come and get this from me, come and get this from me, come and... They go, whoa, hang on a minute. And then if the minute you get one negative comment on there, oh, this is a scam, this is a con, this is this, this is that, you're done. People
Yeah.
aren't going to come to you. So what you
Yeah.
need to do is when you attract these people, you interact with people, you treat them as friends, and then that's when the magic happens. So I've
Yeah.
seen today, someone posted on, I saved this. PM me for details. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, and don't get me wrong, you get people who are doing it, but I'll tell you
Yeah.
something. You will put on there, I love what I do. I just saved Mary, who's a 92-year-old grandmother, love her to death, is the salt of the earth. I just put £60 back into her pocket. I love what I do. And if you left it at that, you'd have more people contacting you saying, well, how did you do that?
Absolutely.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Yeah?
Yeah.
So you can keep smashing out there, oh, I can do this, do it. But if you start relating to stories, fiction outsells factual information every year. If you go for novels, they're always fiction. Grisham, Harry Potter, everything, it's stories sell.
Yeah.
So what we're selling here is a story. So as a network marketer, what we're looking to do is understand and we disseminate to the marketplace, show the marketplace by word of mouth what we do.
Right.
Then you're looking to find people who are like-minded who want to do it with you, and then you're looking to be a leader.
Yeah.
Okay? So very simply, just running out and firing out a load of adverts, don't get me wrong, you will get people to reply. But if you start to build a fan base, if you start to build fans, if you start to build people, if you start to interact, you'll have people flocking to you like you've never had before. And your fan base will just go from the people you used to know at school to all these people from all over the UK that you never knew before. Listen, I've done 4 of these now. And in terms of the videos I put up, do you know we've had close to 2,000 downloads of the videos that I've made for you?
Oh,
In terms of on
fantastic.
here, I've had over 500 friend requests from people who are involved in
Right.
Economize. It's because you trust me, because I don't want anything from you. I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
So if I say to you tomorrow, oh, listen, try this, guys, you're more than likely to give it a try. Very simply because you know that I'm in it for you.
Mm.
And if you can get that across to other people, then they think,
Yeah.
oh, well, yeah, I love her. You know, so what I really love is the leaders who post, this is congratulations time. This person's just said, I'm so proud of you. Well done. This is brilliant. And if they went on their own time, I said, listen, I love my job. I've been able to take a young lady from Durham who was scraping the barrel, had just split up with her partner, was about to lose her home. and I've got her on track, and she's now bouncing, she's happy, and she's looking to make 500 quid this month just using her phone from home. And if you left it at that,
Yeah.
you'd have people going, how'd you do that? That's the difference,
Yeah.
guys. That's the difference. Okay? Does that make sense?
Have we got time for a quick question?
Yeah, fine.
Since you mentioned stories, we've got Jen Hudson asking, how do we create a story link? E.g., previously you mentioned grandson saved grandparents pounds. So how would you create a story link for that?
You are the story link. Who have you saved money this week? Who have you saved money this week?
All right,
Who
okay.
have
So
you got first? Listen, we can produce some central ones. And listen, guys, if I hadn't broken my foot, we'd have loads of them. But I'm a bit
yeah,
laid up at the moment. I'll produce them for you. So like we had Sam stories last week. Single mum, full-time carer, turns her life around by helping others just using a mobile phone from home. You start
yeah,
using headlines from that, and anyone who's a single mum and a carer will go, oh, I need to understand that.
mm,
Retired internet dunce
mm,
understands the power of the mobile phone and is looking to earn more in retirement than he did in his last 5 years of work. If I'm
yeah,
retired, I want to know what you're talking about. We will produce those for you. But in the meantime, write your own short story. Who did you save money for? Who have you got who's booked a holiday? Who have you got who's saved money on their insurance? Who have you got who's become a consultant? Who have you got who's got some share? Doesn't matter what it is, but make that into a story. Make it into a story that people will buy into.
yeah,
That people will buy into. You know, struggling student eating pot noodles every day, sets
yeah,
himself free, working from his dormitory on a mobile phone, looking to pay his school fees within 12 months. That's a
yeah,
story. Yeah.
absolutely.
So we
Yep,
can do that. Does that make sense?
yep.
Everybody happy?
Yeah, everyone's loving this so far, getting some great
Cool.
comments. Carry on.
Okay. Right, guys, I want to get you some time savers now, okay? I want to get you some time savers. The 3 peak times to post on Facebook are between 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning, if you're up at that time. If you're not, don't fuss. And then any time between 6:30 and 9:30. That's when the majority of people will be on Facebook. Now, if you post when the people are on, you've got a chance of it appearing in their timeline because they're looking.
Yeah,
If you don't post at those, let's imagine I post at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, unless I get good viral action and people start to comment on, like, and share, it'll just get buried amongst all the other posts. So post at the optimum times, okay?
yep,
So now, in terms of the stuff that I've asked you to do, let's imagine that you want to post tomorrow, okay? But you know that you're going to be at work and you can't do it, all right? So let me just show you a quick trick. I'm going to go in here, okay? I'm just going to put on here test post, all right? Test post, so there's the post. I'm going to pick an image of my desktop. Let's go through here. It's desktop, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is a good one here. It's about grandma Wi-Fi, okay? Right, so this is a young lad talking to his grandma, okay? I know exactly how this kid thinks.
you typing with your foot, your broken foot.
Do you know what? It'd probably be quicker.
Yeah.
Probably be quicker with my foot. I know exactly how this kid thinks.
Maybe
Share
that's why you got my name wrong.
anyone with a precocious child. Okay? All right? So now, there you go. 1, 2, 3. I've asked to share. I've gone for a violent element. There's a call to action in there. Okay? Publish. Now, I can either press publish and it goes now, or I can do this here. Schedule. See this?
Ooh. Yeah.
Right? Schedule. Okay? When do I want it to go out? There's the calendar. I don't want it to go out today. I want it to go out tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.
What time do I want it to go out in the morning? I want it to go out at 08:30. Schedule.
Yeah.
Make sense? So now that
Yeah.
post will go out at 8:30 in the morning, whether I'm in bed, I'm in the shower, I'm on the train, or whatever I'm doing. It's still going to go out, okay? So very simply, what you can do, once you've got your post lined up, you can actually do 4 or 5 days in advance. And sometimes I do, as you know, I manage lots of pages. And sometimes what I'll do on a Monday is I'll do all the content for the rest of the week. It takes me
Right.
about 20 minutes when I've got everything together. But what that means is you've got no reason, okay, not to be able to post regularity. Facebook love regularity. So if you're posting
Right.
3 times a day, they love it. They go, oh, this guy posts 3 times a day. So they'll reward you for it. If you suddenly stop posting for a couple of days, they go, oh, forget him. He's not working with us now. So you
Yeah.
need to be consistent with what you do. Okay? All right?
Right.
In terms of these posts again, Another quick thing to do, as soon as people come on, as soon as they comment, all right, as soon as they like, okay, as soon as they share, comment, whatever,
Yeah.
all right, this has been going up while we've been talking. Let's see if there's anybody else on here that we can invite to the page. Let's have a look now. What we got? Come on. Here we go. Look, see, while we've been talking, one,
Yeah.
two, three people have liked that post who didn't like my page, so now I've invited them. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they've written a comment, so the least I can do is like. So now they've got a notification that Giveaway for Gals has liked their post. Oh, there you go. So you're building brand. And I go down here, and this girl here who probably doesn't know who on earth I am. Now I click that, and she's suddenly got a notification. All right?
Yeah.
But she's already been tagged in this. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of your time savers, if you can schedule your posts, all right, I showed you before, insights. Once you've got your page together, what you can do, all right, is you can go out there and you can find and like other pages in your niche, all right?
Yeah.
In your back office here, what you do is you find the other pages that you like, and all you do is the most popular ones, you click on that, and it will show you the most popular posts that this page has put out this week. 44,000 likes, 320,000 shares, 1,300 comments. So if I were to copy that and put them on page, do you think it would work? Of course it would. Yeah? Okay? So very simple. Okay? Look at that. If common sense was large, most people wouldn't be able to grease a pen. I love that. I've used that already. So, there are some great ways to do it. Okay? You know what I mean? So that's a very simple way to do it as well. Okay? So you take that. Look at that one there. Aldi has these barbecue grills for 25 cents. So again, essentially, all I need to do, if I should never struggle for content, because all I'm doing is I've liked 5 pages, all right?
Yeah.
And all I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to scroll through here, 6,500 likes, okay, 3,800 likes, 922 shares. I've already posted that one. I've pinched it. Yeah. There you go. There's your content.
Yeah.
All right. So go and find, if you've got a page about mums, go and find 5 pages about mums, come in here, put add pages, and follow those pages. The top 5 posts they use it. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Easy peasy. Okay? So that's a nice one for getting you through as well. All right? Don't be afraid to share links. Okay? Don't be afraid to share links. Let me just show you another page very simply. If you saw earlier, what I did is I posted a link, which was a link out to a very good Facebook report, which hopefully some people have actually been to read. Okay, if I can find it on this page, give me it. Let's go down. All right, if I scroll down here, scroll down here, scroll down here. Hey, good videos, you there over there. There we go. Can't find it. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, for goodness sake. I posted a link out. There you go. This one here. I posted a link out to Facebook.
Yeah.
You see here, there's no link. You see that?
Yeah.
So essentially what happens is when you post that and then you put the link in here, Facebook will show the front page of the link you're talking about, yes? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What you do is you just delete the link then so it doesn't look messy. So essentially then if I click that, that'll take me out. If I go to a different page, let's see more. If I go to a different page, I think it's local social. I think it's local social if I can find it. This might be on here, I'm not sure. There's another one here. Now what I've done is I've given credit to the author, but I've kept the post on my page. I think Pete was asking me about this a couple of weeks ago, and I meant to do it sooner actually, just to show him how it works. Is it on here or not? Can't remember. Here we go, look. You see here, another free advertising feature for local business from Facebook. This is a snippet from an article published by TechCrunch. That's where the article came from, yeah? So all I've done is I've taken the text and I've added a header and I've added a small footer. But essentially all I've done is I've shared their content without people leaving Facebook. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways of doing it, okay? That's the 2 ways of doing it, all right? The other thing, what I mentioned to you before, when you go into giveaways for girls, you will see there are lots of other pages at the side here. If it will show, I bet it will show it there. Here we go. People also like, I love my kids and beer. So your audience, Facebook are telling you, this is what your audience like. So if you go across and have a look at this page, is it any good to you or not? Is there any content on there? Is it a group? Is it worth joining the group and posting as the page or posting as yourself? Yeah, is it any good? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So very simply, again, you've got ways of finding content, and if I were to go on here, I could to post a comment on here. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Might do it, might not. Here we go. Look here. Liking and commenting as. You see, look, I can like and comment as giveaway for girls. There you go, right? So I can put here now, I know exactly how this feels. Yeah. So now, what's going to happen is that comment is going to appear on that page, and it came from giveaways for girls. And I go, who the hell are giveaways for girls? Gets me traffic.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Makes sense?
Yeah, so it's the opposite way of doing it, really, isn't it?
Yep.
You're going on their page and giving them comments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And what will happen is, you see, if you can find groups and pages and stuff that's like yours, it's sometimes working together. You know, because again, you see, the person who owns this page, you can message them. And I've done some joint ventures with people before. I'll just message them and say, hey, listen, we're both in the same marketplace. We're both, see here, send a message.
Yeah.
Would you be up to swapping some posts and see what they say? They might say no, they might say yes, you never know. But if you get someone who says yes and they suddenly put your post in front of 10, 15, 20,000 people, it makes a difference, doesn't it? As long as you reciprocate it for them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Makes sense? Okay?
Yeah.
Right, finally. I did something a bit sneaky today when I worked on the official Economize page. Because what I did is I said to people, get on the webinar tonight, because it's going to be good. We try our best every time to give you some good education. But also what I would do is I would give away a video, a personalized video to someone who's on here. You've seen all the videos that have gone up in the last couple of days, guys. You know, you've seen these ones, the spraying the walls, you've seen the paint splashes, you've seen everything. All right?
Yeah.
These can all be personalized for people in there. This is a great post. Massive congrats. That's a great post.
Yeah.
If you just didn't tell people what it was about, left it a bit more elusive, might do you better, might not. Because it's great to have all of our group commenting and liking, and that's what we should all do, guys. If you've got someone in your downline or upline posting, go and like it, because they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
It's more viral action. But what we really want is new people coming through. Okay, so if you leave just a tad of mystery in there, you're just entice people a little more. But you see this here, look, at 10 tonight you'll get a free video. Okay? Yeah. Which one do you prefer? Now, when you're posting to people, you know when you go to the cinema, and your cinema starts at 9, but the trailers start at the film starts at 9. We all know that, but we sit through the trailers, don't we?
Yeah.
And the trailers are always the best part of the film. Yeah? But they keep you wanting more, don't they? They get you to come back. Right? So effectively, what I've done here is I've given everyone an ethical bribe. Turn up this evening, excuse me, and you might be able to win one of these videos.
Yeah.
Just turn up. So I've left it as a bit of a cliffhanger, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I see a lot of these people, I see a lot of our folks doing this all the time. Something exciting is happening on Friday. I'll keep you updated. And if you notice all day, I've posted little videos. Don't forget tonight, don't forget tonight, don't forget the video, don't forget tonight.
Yeah.
All you're doing is you're building up to an event. Okay? And very simply, once you do that, people start to get hooked and they start to get involved in it and everything else. And that's a good way of keeping your tribe ready to go. All right?
Yeah.
So let's imagine that Facebook tip I put up earlier that people have gone and downloaded and looked at. Imagine if I put tomorrow, guys, I've got this brilliant video that I found, which is about Facebook marketing, which will blow the roof off your downline. It will be here on Friday. What do you think people will start talking about? Friday.
Yep.
If you've got a mum's page, oh my God, I've just found something which can make our kids 50% healthier in less than a week. I'm just researching it. I'll share it with you on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's a new fishing rod coming out which is meant to save you 40% of your energy when you're fighting a big fish. I'm trying to get the blueprints for you for Sunday. Yeah?
Right.
Just
Yeah.
building it. Does that make sense? You're building an event.
Yeah.
You're building an event. You're building an event. You put a
Yeah.
strong image in there, which is an encouraging image, and as I said to you before, image. The funny thing is, in these videos, the two that people like the most were this one and this one, because
Right.
they're the brightest colours.
All
It's fairly
right.
simple,
Okay.
really. Yeah?
Yeah.
Any colours which are opposite to Facebook, so oranges and reds, always stand out. Don't go over the mad with it, but they always stand out. Or you want to try and blend in so you look like you're part of Facebook. Whichever way around you want to do it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
couples, isn't it? Opposites attract, or people are very similar to each other. That's the way it works. All right? So if you can get some sort of event going on, if you can get some sort of suspense working, if you can start building a story, you know what I mean? It's like, let's go back to the story. Oh, Jean, I'm so happy, Jean, pensioner, love her to death, sold the earth, saved the 90 quid. Da, da, da. I'll share more of the story with you on Thursday.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
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 Jean is quite a private person. If you want to understand exactly what I did for you, why don't you just PM me in the comments and I'll send it just to you. So we're going back to personalized, and we're also getting
Yeah.
people engaged, and we're hooking people in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
These are all real simple things, guys, that you can do that work for you on a daily basis. So be consistent.
Yeah.
Use video wherever you can. Tell a story. Try not to go so heavy with the ads. Just try not to go so heavy with the ads. All right?
Yeah.
The other thing I would say to you, which is slightly off topic, let's imagine you've got a page and you're promoting 6 different products.
Yeah.
So one day you're doing an ad for this, the next day you're doing an ad for that, the next day you're doing an ad for that, the next day you're doing an ad for that, the next day you're doing an ad. People will soon lose track of what you do. Jack of all trades, master of none. Do you remember that when you were a kid? All right. Concentrate. If I said to my son now, he's 11, tell you what to do, mate. Get yourself outside, get the dog's ball, fill a water bottle, make sure you brush your tail, come back in here, turn the gas off, put your boots on. Can you just move this chair because my foot's hurting? And just do it all now. He'd look at me like I was a lunatic. And unfortunately, that's what we tend to do with these people because we bombard them with information. They've got enough information as it is. People come onto Facebook for entertainment and information, not about goods, not to buy anything, but about their mates. What are they eating? Who are they skulking about with? What car have they got? Where are they going on holiday? That's what they're after. They're not after, hey, come and join my business, it's fabulous. That doesn't really cut it, unless they're in for a minute. All right? So if we can start to adapt to that, what's in it for the other people? If we can start to sell stories, if we can start to be real with people, that's the best way to go. Yeah. I just want to share one last thing. I'm going to cut this really short today because my foot is killing me. If I could just share one last thing with you, okay? When you are on Facebook, all right, be you, all right?
Yeah.
Eric Worre is very good at saying this, but be the best you, all right? When you're in network marketing, what you're looking to do is build as big a group as you possibly can. So if you start putting things out there which immediately alienate some of the group, your business will suffer, right? If you start talking about religion, if you start talking about politics, all right, you're immediately going to get people turned off because 50% of them will disagree with what you say. So you've immediately halved your market. If you are going to use profanity, you will immediately turn off a section of your market, all right? Immediately. Because some people don't like it. Some people, that's the only way they communicate. That's cool. Be like that when you're with them, but not when you're on social. Be the best you on Facebook, the best you. The you that you brush up when you're going for an interview, the you that you look like when you're going on a first date, the you that you look like when you turn up at your partner's parents for the first time, the you that appears at a wedding. Be that you. The you that turns up for your children's parents' evening. Be that you. Be nice, be pleasant, be involved, be engaging, be fun, but don't be obnoxious. Don't be profane. Don't be judgmental. Don't do any of that because you're just going to cheese people off. Does that make sense? And if you're seen as a nice person, as I've just showed you there, as soon as someone likes your page, even if you didn't really like them that much before, you suddenly like them a little bit more. And then they comment, you like them an even bit more. And then you tag them and they really like you now. You're building a relationship. This is what social media is for. So if you start to adopt that and do that, that will make sense for you. All right, guys? So some of the tools I've showed you there, please use them. Get yourself in the habit of using video. If anybody's struggling, PM me and I'll give you some more resources to get some videos out there. If
Yep.
you're not sure how to download them, that was in session 1 and session 2 of the training itself. If you need any more ideas on content, go and skulk around and look at some of these other pages. Get yourself involved in some groups. Find out the language, the nuances, the needs of those groups. Speak to them directly. Be personal when you're speaking to people. Personal. Even if you're speaking to a huge stage, they will tell you to focus on 3 people in the audience and just speak to those 3 people, and the others will think you're talking to them anyway. Do that. Be personal and be the very best you can. The training that you've got here is what I've condensed from years and years and years of really good people, good mentors, good business advisors, good bosses helping me out. And I'm trying to condense it and give it to you now. You're getting the best of the best. This is from some really good minds out there. And I know with you and your enthusiasm, just the very fact you turn up at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday evening, for goodness sake, if you then combine into that Economize with all the products that are there, the products that are coming, the portals, everything that's coming along, and then you put the community spirit that's in there at the moment where everybody's looking after each other, supporting each other, building everybody up, then it becomes unstoppable. And once you can get that out there on social media, then you become absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yep.
All right, my friend, any questions before we wrap up?
Yeah, we've got, let me see, we've got a few actually. Sarah Mgiki is asking, how do we take the video from another page without their name on it?
Without the, if the name, let me see if I can find one for you. If the name is on the video, i.e. if it's a branded video, it's got their name in it, there's nothing you can do about it. All right?
Right.
But if it's a video, which is just like a plain video, let's have a look through here. See if I can find one. You see, because what a lot of people are doing now, you see, this is a video here, yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
This is a video here. If I click on that there, this is when it was posted. All right? Oops, there it is. All right? That there, and once more, 29 minutes, that should, then, there you go. That's the URL that you want to set.
Right, okay.
That's the URL that you want to set. Does that make sense? Yeah?
Yeah.
Some of it, as you scroll down, you'll see that the video is branded with someone else. It's been made by Lad Bible. It's made by Delicious Recipes. It's made this or that. That's fine. Leave it on there because you don't have to give them credit then.
Sure.
The credit's already in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look. Next question. David Burke said the 50 tips was cool. He really liked that. And,
yeah, brilliant. Brilliant resource.
He's been doing the scheduling already, so well done, David.
Brilliant.
Every time I close a video on my live, it always says this: become the best version of you, because if we are not evolving, we are not moving forward. From Mike Wilson. Cool. Ooh, well done, Mike. See, there's some really good people on here. They seem to
listen.
Yeah.
The strength of knowledge, the strength of camaraderie, and just the sheer force of will that's an Economize is already unstoppable. All you're looking to do is you're looking to build this snowball, which just takes a life of its own. So in 3, 4, 5, 6 months' time, you're not really making any effort in this. The posts are coming effortlessly. People are messaging you every day. People are joining your page, listening to be friends, joining your business. You've got a massive network, and you're the one running the webinar because you've been doing it. That's all that happens. Exactly. You know what I mean? Make other leaders. Make other leaders. Now, I'm not going to mention her name, but this lady here, she said, Mark, what video should I post? Look at this. These kids are adorable. Tag through people whose kids love to dance, and there's your credit.
Yeah, oh, brilliant. That's good.
Made me a happy man. Yeah. There you go. Oh, and we've got emojis. Just gets better all the time, doesn't it? There you go.
Oh, yeah. Will the video be downloaded to Facebook because I need to study all this? This video is going on to YouTube. We're loading up to YouTube. So this recording, I'm assuming that's what you're asking, David. Pamela Ann Lambert said, if you're not learning, you're not growing. Totally agree with you. Pam's a brilliant networker, and she's one of these people that does a lot of live videos for her Facebook. So I'm kind of in awe of her because she does it so naturally. You know, and I'm amazed at how good some of the people on Facebook are. We've got Rob, we've got Sam, we've got Craig, I've got Mike Wilson's on there all the time. I mean, that guy just, I'm not kidding, that guy could peel potatoes and make it look really, really interesting. And the way he explains, talks to them. He's that person that you said when he's talking to you or talking to somebody specific, you feel that he's talking to you, and you don't want to turn it off because you're thinking, no, he's talking to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
I'll get
brilliant,
offended
man.
if I turn it off. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. And listen, it's it's a skill we all have. And the other
Yeah,
funny thing about it is some people get frustrated because their business isn't moving as fast as they want and
yeah,
everything else. Listen, it's just a matter of time. And one thing I would say about this, in business, there's something which is called the 7-touch rule. Now, if you're
yeah,
dealing with somebody, it normally takes 7 touches before they'll trust you enough, all right, to
yeah,
do business with you. Now, effectively, with Facebook, you can make the 7 touches in a day. You can really
right,
accelerate everything you're doing. But more
right,
importantly, think about it. Remember when you were a kid and you wanted something? When you went to your mum and dad and they said no, you didn't just go, all right, and walk off. You go back,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
And they go, no,
yeah,
no. And
yeah,
you go back, yeah, but what about, you know what I mean? You keep going because you really wanted it. And it gets kicked out
yeah,
of us as adults because we just settle for it. Forget that. This is
yeah,
too big to settle for. This is a
yeah,
future. This is helping up. There is no better reward than helping other people, ever.
absolutely,
Whether you read it in the
absolutely.
Quran, whether you read it in a Bible, wherever you read it. It's far better to give than it is to receive. And funny enough, just by giving people on this, you will receive anyway. It's
Yeah,
just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
yeah. It's through, I think it's Anisi who said it's through giving that we receive. So
Absolutely.
giving is the precursor to receiving. If you want, you give first. And I say this to a lot of kids. You know, I tell kids because kids are very, very impressionable and they hang on to every word you say. And so, you know, you've got kids that want respect. They're growing up. They want to be appreciated. They want to be respected by adults. So you say, you know what? If you want respect, shall I tell you what to do? And they listen to you. I'll tell you a secret how to get respect. And you whisper in the ear. You say, give respect. And then you
Yeah,
explain
start
why.
doing
You
it.
go, oh yeah. But
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? It applies to us. It doesn't just apply to kids. You know, it applies to everyone. So whatever you want in life, you first got to give. If you want respect, give respect. If you want love, give love. If you want happiness, give happiness. Make people happy. That's the key to success in life. But we live in a society, in a community, which is all about me, want, want, want. And you know, the emphasis is not on giving, it's on taking. But the thing is, with network marketing, people understand that and they see that, and that's what I love about it. Honestly, the people that are in Economize, Sam said it not so long ago in the car. She says a lot of spiritual people have come into this business, and she's right. You know, there are some very, very giving. I mean, look at yourself, Mark. The amount of time and effort and you know the quality of the training you're giving is phenomenal, and every day we're getting some fantastic you know bits of information that we're going to go and pass it on, and we're going to use it on a regular basis. So it is about giving.
Absolutely, my
uh,
friend.
okay, I think that's pretty much it. Gratitude is the best attitude. Absolutely, Pam. um, and also you make it the best webinars very enjoyable. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Good,
David, thank you. Yeah,
good.
you've got you might not have a face for radio, but you've got a fantastic voice for radio, Mark. Because honestly, listening to you come across so clearly and so reassuring, and you know it's just fantastic.
The thing is, Abigail, is I'm passionate about it. This is what gets me off. I've been
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sports trainer and personal trainer for years, and so you can tell in my voice I'm passionate about it. And that's
yeah.
why I
I
say to
know.
people, when you're choosing a page, choose your passion
Yeah,
because it will come across. All right,
yeah,
this is no effort for me. This is a
yeah,
highlight, whether I'm training here or whether I'm training ex-offenders or whether I'm speaking to kids. This is what I get. This is what gets me really excited. So effectively, if you're into fly fishing, skydiving, knitting, potholing, car, I don't care what you're into. Whatever makes your bell ring, make that your page. You know, just having a page, let's
yeah,
save together. That isn't going to keep you jazzed. It really, trust me, it won't. But if you've got a
yeah,
page, skydiving with Bill, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's really
yeah,
what you're into. People who skydive are going to come and join your page. Hey, and you can say, I just love what I do because it means I can skydive anytime I want. Well, what do you do? Well, I'll tell you
yeah,
what, PM me, I'll tell you. There you go, easy peasy. You know, build a friend, build your
yeah.
passion, build a business. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Okay, and I think on that note, we'll call it a night. But before we go, we've got the opportunity webinar tomorrow, and I
Oh,
might
Bill,
be.
before we go,
Yes. Yeah.
choose person number 25, please,
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
for the
going to get the
video.
video. Cool, blimey, I
Number
would be a
25.
charlatan if I did that, wouldn't
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ooh, somebody I know. Julie Miller.
I? Well, there you
Julie
go,
Miller.
Julie Beverly. There
Well
you
done,
go.
Julie. I
Just
say I
PM
know.
me
I
afterwards,
quite a few
Jules.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the winner.
Yeah, PM me afterwards, Jules, and we'll get something sorted for you, my love.
Brilliant. And one last thing. Yeah, tomorrow's webinar. I'm going to be hopefully announcing something very special because we've been working on it for the last couple of weeks, and hopefully I'll be able to show you this. I say hopefully because we've moved into some new offices. We haven't got the broadband set up properly. Does anyone know a good broadband supplier?
I know a site where you can find me.
Is it? Do you know where you can go on a website? You can find a really good broadband supplier. But anyway, the problem is that the place we moved into, they already had broadband, and we gave them, I think, the wrong details or something, and it's kind of delayed. So hopefully we'll be showing you that tomorrow night. So that's on tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So hopefully get to see you all on there. And what I might do is do some of these little videos that you do, Mark, and help people to come onto the webinar, because it's about keeping that sort of that thing going where you're just reminding people and giving them little hints and little sort of nudges with the
Make it an event.
and the webinar. Yeah, yeah.
Make it an event. Make it meaningful.
Okay, so on that note, we'll call it a night, and thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll put this on YouTube as soon as it's ready, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, my friends.
Okay.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Brilliant. Cheers.
Pass it back
Take
to
care.
you. There you go.
Thank you. Yes.